Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the General Metalhead channel. I'm James. We're playing some Left Behind. I had forgotten to show you all this. After I logged off yesterday, I remembered, oh shit, I was going to show them the extras or whatever and kind of go through this. So here's like, intro, etc. Obvious YouTube intro. Hi, YouTube. Hi, Twitch. Hope everybody's doing well. So here's the 2013 versus 2022, which is kind of cool. I kind of wish that they were side by side. So we got a little bit of like a artistic rendition, concept art of what it could have looked like, I suppose, versus what it ended up being like. And then 2022. Kind of cool, right? So now, like, it's when I was looking at these earlier, so I'm like, well, why did the 2022 ones have art, the like game art on there? Because this is a drawing. You can tell it's not like a physical pencil or anything. It was probably drawn on a computer. But I was wondering why they would have just, artistic renderings from the game they already made. And the only thing I can think of is maybe they use this as reference for the actual, like, I don't know much about game design. I can only kind of understand in movie context because I know a little bit of how movie CG is. So maybe they use like this as a reference point for like an AI to upgrade it or make it look more realistic like it is, versus this was actually probably hand drawn art and concept art that they kind of like decided on the ambience and all that stuff. Like this scene doesn't really exist in the game. There's not that much grass and all that stuff. But I thought it was kind of cool. Quarantine zone as well. I mean, this is also like before the game existed. They would have drawn some of this art, and then this is all 2022's art, which is kind of, like I said, it's a little interesting. I wonder how they utilized it. And then of course we got the model viewer, which is like they had this in the recent remaster, but it's kind of cool to see like the details that they took on the PS5 version versus this. Like you can see like the texturing on his jeans shirt kind of thing. And, well, I don't know why the model viewer needs to have movable straps, but I guess they did that. The duct tape on the actual backpack, implying that it's seen a lot of wear and tear and use, and the texture pattern on the jeans is correct for jeans. The boots, it's really really good job. Really interesting stuff. So I just thought it was kind of cool, just personally. So let's get into the game, though. That's enough bullshit. We are just going to finish the game rather than do the DLC like the show is doing. So, for those of y'all who have not played the game and don't want to be spoiled
Feel
for
that
the
breeze,
show.
Huh? I tell you, on a day like this, I just sit on my porch, pick away my six string. Once we're done with this whole thing, I'm gonna teach you how to play guitar. Yeah, I reckon you'd really like that. What do you say, huh? Ellie, I'm talking to you.
Huh? Oh. Yeah, sure, that sounds great.
Oh man, he had a little father-daughter moment, and I wonder if she ignored it because of. So yeah, what I was saying is, if you do not want to be spoiled for the show, maybe watch this after the newer episodes come out, because I'm getting close to end game stuff here, and I am now past where the show is. So I should have probably prefaced that in the last episode, but I didn't know how far we were going to get. What I was gonna say is, I wonder if she's like that because she knows that if she goes to this Firefly base, they might be separated, or she's just thinking in her head rather than paying attention. God, this is fucking gorgeous. This place does not exist in real life. Absolutely gorgeous. How much of this story does this all tell, you know? Wait, do I have her weapons? No, I think she was just using weapons I already have. I don't think she got anything. Well, she did get a rifle that... Do you have the rifle? No? Okay.
God.
Like I said, I've said this before too, and I'll continue to say it, but the amount of storytelling in this game without having to say anything at all is so good. Oh. Oh, it's kind of like his photo. It looks a lot like it. Except in his photo, it was just him and Sarah. It looks like in this one, maybe it's mom, dad, and the two little kids. Oh, forgive us. Oh, no. Uh, so it's 3 bodies, so wait. 3. There were 4 people pictured, so somebody died on the way out. It looks like maybe got infected or something. But that's what I mean. That kind of proves my point. Exactly what we're seeing there is that we're feeling this for this family that we know nothing about, but just this RV tells so much of a story without having to say a damn thing. And like I said, him being dead here, or I assume it's the man. Him being dead here, the window being broken. The only thing I can think of is maybe he got out and was shot. Like he came out of the RV and then was immediately killed.
I dreamt
Or
about flying the other night.
he was infected and just died right there.
Yeah.
And?
Come on, tell me about it.
So, I'm on this big plane full of people.
Okay.
And everyone is screaming and yelling because the plane's going down.
Mm-hmm.
So I walk to the cockpit, open the door, there's no pilot. I try to use the controls, but I obviously have no clue how to fly a plane. And right
You
before
don't?
the
You
crash,
could have fooled me.
I wake up. I've never been on a plane. Isn't that weird?
So how do you know what a plane looks like?
You know, dreams are weird.
Books maybe? Photos? Is that like, could you interpret something from this dream? Oh, I thought there were webs in that. It's the springs. Okay. It looks like it says Stanley Import Company on there. It's cool. This section reminds me a bit of the the can. As soon as I took the parts out, the can fell off the car. That's cool. Nice little detail. I'm gonna keep saying that. I'm just talk this game up constantly, which big surprise. But another reason I want to talk it up a little bit is hopefully this will convince you to get the PS5 version. Because trust me, I was also waiting for a long time to get this. I was hoping, or long for my standards, but I was hoping to get this game. I was hoping it was going to go either one free on the PlayStation Plus subscription, or it was going to drop in price for like Black Friday or something like that. But it never did. And then the show came out, and I'm like, well, shit, now it might never drop in price. But I think this was worth every penny, personally. They actually did you know, they kind of made the video argument or something that, you know, I'm a little bit on the fence on whether or not the game should have been $70.
There's that hospital the Firefly mentioned. Come on, kiddo.
If it should have been $70 or not. Because I think maybe a game that came out that long ago shouldn't warrant $70, but like I could see 50, 40, something like that. I mean, shit, the game wasn't even $70 when it originally came out. Back in the PS3 era, everything was like $50, $40. $70 is a lot to ask people. But granted, again, beautiful, graphically superior to the other versions. The AI is improved. The facial designs, you can actually see the emotions that they're portraying rather than just hearing them and seeing that weird
Maybe we cut through here.
PS3 graphics. All of that. Oh, all right, let's go. Let's cut through here, I guess. Every now and then, Ellie's footsteps sound creepy. Like it doesn't sound like it's part of her. It sounds like it's like a behind me. Just the audio. Cool. I'll take pills. I like pills. Okay, well. Oh, I'll worry about that in a minute. I'm surprised they didn't like. I know this game isn't. So there's a one of my bigger arguments of the show was, or cons of the show, was that there's not enough infected in a.
Everything all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You just kind of seem extra quiet today.
Oh, sorry.
No,
Is
it's
it what
not.
happened, or? I mean, it's
Fine.
spring. That happened in fall, so it's been a couple months. But I mean, I guess you don't get over something like that.
Maybe we could use that ladder.
Um.
Here we go. Ellie. Ellie.
What?
The ladder. Come on.
Right.
That's a weird angle. I don't like it. But what I was saying was that was one of my bigger cons. Was that the show hasn't had a lot of infected in it, especially clickers. But now that I'm playing the game, I'm realizing that I have fought a lot of people more than I have infected. I mean, there's certainly a lot of infected segments, but they're pretty small. I feel like maybe The Last of Us 2 has more infected parts than the first game does. Granted, the first one I think maybe has more memorable segments.
Oh my god.
Whoa. What is it? Ellie. Ellie.
You couldn't be like, "Hey, I'm good. I see some."
I see
Oh,
this.
What is it?
oh yeah.
Are you kidding me?
It's also funny that you don't get to see it personally, but Ellie's seen it like
Come
12
on,
times now.
hurry up. You see this? Shh, don't scare it.
I won't. I won't.
What are you doing?
It's all right. Come here. Come here. Hey, fella. Hurry up. Come on. Come on.
Hey there. Where's it off to? Here, come on, let's go.
Slow down, kiddo.
Come on.
It's pretty cool.
Hurry up, come on, come on.
Watch out for infected and shit.
Oh, man. Wow.
A whole cadaddle of them. I don't know the fuck the herd of giraffe are called.
So, is everything you were hoping for?
It's got its ups and downs, but you can't deny the view, though.
Beautiful. This is a really cool moment. They were very creative with this game, you know, just of all the animals they could have picked like cows, or I don't know, cows are as majestic or anything, but out to Ellie, I mean, even just a herd of horses would have been cool, dogs. But like giraffes. I think the reason I know that the reason they picked giraffes in the first place is simply because Sarah's like stuffed animal and stuff was a giraffe. But again, you somebody had to come up with that, make that decision, you know.
We don't have to do this. You know that, right?
What's the other option?
Go back to Tommy's.
Yeah, just leave.
Be done with this whole damn thing.
After all we've been through. Everything that I've done. It can't be for nothing.
Right. Well, if nothing else, it's good to know the infected aren't attacking the animals.
But there's no halfway with this. Once we're done, we'll go wherever you want. Okay?
Well, I ain't leaving without you. So let's go wrap this up.
I think, did she assume that he would just abandon her or something? Like, hey, cargo delivered, peace out. I don't remember if these are... I keep switching between the rifle and the shotgun
Really?
because...
I think I found another one of them comics you've been reading.
Oh, cool.
Precipitate. Because the, I use rifles against the, people, because it's easier. Then I'll use the shotguns on the infected. Because usually the infected get way closer than the people will.
Well, this place takes me back.
How so?
It was right after everything went down. I ended up in a triage just like this. And everywhere you look, you just saw families torn apart. The whole damn world seemed to have turned upside down in a blink.
Is that after you lost Sarah?
Yes, it was.
You had to take a breath
Can't
first.
imagine losing someone you love like that. Losing everything that you know. I'm sorry, Joel.
That's okay, Ellie.
Wow. Joel's really opened up a lot. Oh, there must be work vents nearby. I usually get one of these pretty close to one, so they're giving me a lot of stuff. So, what you looking at? Just looking around? Cool. I should be able to go in there. Maybe it's over here. This layout seems familiar, though. Like, I feel like earlier in the game, there was a segment that I was, like, facing this direction and fighting a bunch of dudes. Like, it kind of feels like they reused the like, shape. Oh, there it is. Shape of an earlier place and just, like, redesigned it for this location. Which would be a pretty smart way to do it, honestly. Alright. Giving me a lot of upgrade stuff lately, so this is a little trickier. I do like these weapons, but I feel like I'm gonna stay with this. Increase the fire rate. Because that way it's done. Like, we're done with this one. Click. I don't know if there's a New Game Plus. It'd be kind of cool. I think Last of Us 2 has the New Game Plus. I don't know if the first one does. Oh, we got a nice little grip here now, rather than a wooden one. Fully upgraded. Here we go. Revolver's my favorite. I could do the arrow. I feel like draw speed, yeah. Yeah. And then just in case we go against infected, maybe I upgrade the shotgun. What's the best thing to upgrade here? Range, recoil, capacity, fire rate probably. Because I've already upgraded the reload speed twice now. Okay, is there anything else, or? I don't think so. I think that's pretty much all I can do. So I can upgrade the reload speed here, so I might as well. Well, that's a hefty one to reload too. It's really cool to see the changes to the guns. Oh, just even the weapons, not even the guns, even the bow. Okay, and probably one of these two. And this one goes all the way to 165, 150. It's 100% more. Might as well, right? Let's finish off listening speed. And now I'm gonna save. As any good gamer should. I want to change you to this. That's fine. I don't know what I'm coming up against, so I don't know if I should. I feel like I should be ready for infected, though. I just don't remember. The only reason I say I should be ready for infected is because this game has a pattern where every time you fight...
Hey Joel, I got something for you. Here. Maria showed this to me and I stole it. I hope you don't mind.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Well, no matter how hard you try, I guess you can't escape your past. Thank you.
Well, I'm glad he's embracing it rather than just being angry and aggressive, you know. 'Cause that's the Joel I know, is the just... Oh, I thought that was infected just sitting there. They don't really just sit around, though. They typically move. It feels like a fight scene. Why did it look that way automatically? I think I was right. This game has a pattern. This pattern is go into the tunnel, fight the infected, come out and fight people. Alright.
This time it's gonna be different. I just know it.
What do you mean?
They're gonna be there. The Fireflies. I'm sure of it.
Okay. Making sure it wasn't something I can interact with. Can we actually go around this? There's no door, so I think we do climb over it. Yeah, what's on the other side of this truck? I've seen 28 Days Later. Damn. It's crazy how, like, why did the ammo? I was like, he pulled out his gun, so... Is it smarter to maybe do this? And then this? Oh shit! I didn't expect him to climb up here. I did not expect him to climb up. Come here. Come here. Oh. Just like stand here and wait. It's like, come on, run your ass over here. Alright. Oh, perfect. Motherfucker dropped the bullets I needed. See how easier that is? Like, yes, I could have ran in there and stealthed around and shit. But why do that when I could just throw a explosive device and be done with it? Okay, you want stealth? Fine. Here's some stealth for you. Look, he didn't even see me. He didn't see me at all. Usually when he's breathing like that, it means we're done. Also, Ellie put her gun away. Yep, Joel put his gun away. But that's usually the signs. Okay, you're... Oh. That's weird. Oh, I thought they were running at me. The way he ran around the car, I was like, is this motherfucker running at me right now? Okay, I think we're fine. I don't think we need to take him on.
Oh my god. There's so many of them.
I know, let's just keep at it.
I guess we'll swap to this. So I forget I can use a light. Ellie, shut up. Which way am I facing right now? It's like I want to keep my eye on the person who wants to kill me right now. Honestly, I forgot that when they were like that they couldn't see you. I thought the runners were the ones that are always the trickiest part. Okay. I think we good, Ellie. For now. Can we go back to that workout bench? Why do I keep calling it a workout bench? It's just a workbench.
Stay back.
Oh shit. Stay away, stay away, stay away. There we go. Okay, Ellie, we're gonna backtrack a little bit here. Oh shit! Ellie!
Here, let me boost you up there.
Keep running, Ellie, keep running.
Keep him busy.
Oh my god. Walk in the park. I did not know that there were more infected.
We killed him. I think we got all of them.
I think you're right.
Endure and survive.
He pays attention. I thought I could, like, maybe just run away from him, too, so I got myself caught in this fucking corner. That was just a bad mistake on my part. Probably could have done that a little bit better. Maybe a little bit cleaner.
Okay.
Damn, despite my, like... If I didn't use the pistol so much, I'd have more ammo for it.
Watch your step. That water looks pretty deep.
Hey, that's what we can do once we're done.
What's that?
You can teach me how to swim.
Be happy to.
You got it.
He'd be happy to. No kidding. Joel's like, absolutely. Okay, hold on. Catch my breath here. Go back down. Very reminiscent of the start of the game.
Other side.
Cool. Drop that ladder down for me.
All right, hold on.
It's funny though. At the start of the game, I was eager to get her over here. Like, oh my goodness, I gotta get Ellie like right this second. Where am I dropping this on? Right there. Okay. And then now I'm the opposite, where I'm like, I better make sure the coast is clear before I get Ellie. So even as a player, I've grown to be more parenting
stick to
of
the
Ellie.
edge. It's shallow over
That's so
there.
weird. It's a good thing I went up here. Oh, I gotta find you aboard, Ellie.
Ugh, freezing.
Oh, never mind.
And another jam door.
Man, after the Henry and Sam stuff, I would never go into a
All right.
sewer again.
Okay.
Especially since the infected seem to be all in sewers
Get that door open.
and somewhat abandoned buildings, I guess.
Look out! Ellie! You okay?
It just surprised me.
Where the fuck he come
I
from?
can't wait for those things to be wiped out.
Yeah, me neither. You and me both, etc. It just surprised me. I guess if Ellie got bit, she'd be fine. If they pulled her throat out, she may not be fine. Can I upgrade you fully? Let's get the range upgrade. That was bothering me a little bit during the when I was up against that entire town of people. I don't think I can upgrade anything else. I'm just gonna back up. Yeah, 0.
Nicely.
Okay, let's switch to a weapon I have ammo for, actually. Okay. Health-wise, I'm pretty good. Oh. Yeah, I figured.
Right.
Always check your corners. Excuse me, sir, while I pull these arrows out of you. I guess one of them broke. Wait, who killed him in here? Like, what? Somebody had to have shoot him full of arrows, or they were just using a corpse as practice. Maybe this person? Yeah, it looks like there were 2 people living here, 2 bags. Maybe they ran out of supplies and started wanting to kill each other. Do you have like a gun or something? No. So he was shot full of arrows, and he probably, I don't even know how he died. I mean, that's environmental storytelling. I don't know anything about these characters, and yet I seem to know how they were taken out.
Watch your head. Hey, look. There it is.
Oh, I was like, that sounded like a truck, but I think it's just the metal creaking.
Just stay put.
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. I'm glad this flashlight works underwater. Close. It's weird playing this game. It's weird playing it late game like this because it's... What am I trying to say? Am I going the right way? It's weird playing it late game like this because I keep expecting events to happen that have already happened. Like when I went in there, I like there was that segment, was it the hotel or something, where I get separated from Ellie, and it looks just like that. I have to swim underwater and stuff, and so that's what I mean. This game has somewhat set my expectations to expect that kind of encounter with enemies. Okay, I'll get it closer. There we go.
Right. Get on.
Okay.
Get on.
Okay, there. I'm on it. Be careful.
I got you.
It would probably be harder. Like it's harder to lose somebody once you know them, of course, but it would probably be difficult for... Oh. It'd probably be even more difficult to like get through these situations now that Ellie isn't just quote-unquote cargo.
Damn ladder broke off the wall.
Now what?
I'll figure something out.
This is what I mean by setting expectations. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm so distracted by just enjoying the game. I feel like I'm just rambling. If he didn't have this ladder, I wonder how he would get up there. Like, if the ladder didn't... If this wasn't acceptable, or accessible, not acceptable, he would have... Like, how would you have gotten across this?
Good idea.
Exactly. Like, thank God I had a ladder to get me there. And one that didn't break as I tried to walk on it, given it just broke when we used it. I guess you could get that something else.
Let me go ahead, and you follow my lead.
Okay, right behind you.
I wish I could, like, help her by, like, catching her or something, making sure.
Okay.
There we
Come
go.
on, jump.
Maybe I was
I got you.
subconsciously remembering what happens. It's not the catching I'm worried about, it's the stability of this thing.
Get the hell off this thing.
You may want to wait for me, Ellie.
Whoa! Ellie,
Jump. Run and jump. Run and jump. Run and jump. Oh! That's bad timing. Come on. You got this, Joel. I think. I don't really know what's happening right now. Are we just staying put and the water's rushing in? Is that... Ow. Oh! Holding triangle. Okay. Come on, Joel. Come on, Joel. We gotta get her. We gotta help Ellie. Oh no. Probably didn't have time to hold her breath as quick as it was. Let's immediately breathe it in. Definitely gotta teach her how to swim.
Hands in the air!
She's not breathing.
Hands in the fucking air!
Come on.
Ah, you fucking assholes.
Welcome to the Fireflies.
Hi, Marlene.
Sorry.
Glad to see her alive.
They didn't know who you were.
Ellie?
She's all right. They brought her back. You came all this way. How'd you do it?
It was her. She fought like hell to get here. Maybe it was meant to be.
I lost most of my crew crossing the country. I pretty much lost everything. And then you show up, and somehow we find you just in time to save her. Maybe it was meant to be.
Take me to her.
You don't have to worry about her anymore. We'll take care
I
of her.
worry. Just let me see her, please.
You can't. She's being prepped for surgery.
The hell you mean surgery?
The doctors tell me the cordyceps, the growth inside her, is somehow mutated. It's why she's immune. Once they remove it, they'll be able to reverse engineer a vaccine. A vaccine.
But it grows all over the brain.
It does.
Find someone else.
There is no one else.
We don't know that.
Show me where she...
Stop.
You may have killed the people that is someone else.
But whatever it is you think you're going through right now is nothing to what I have been through.
Oh,
I
you
knew
sure
her
about
since
that?
she was born. I promised your mother I would look after her.
Then why are you letting this happen?
Because this isn't about me, or even her. There is no other choice here.
No choices that you've thought of.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that bullshit.
March him out of here. He tries anything, shoot him. Don't waste this gift, Joe.
You're welcome, by the way.
Get up.
Do I get like a reward for this, or? Oh, you sure you want to do that? You think you're Mr. Tough Guy?
Go on. Move. I said move. Give me an excuse.
I'll be happy to.
Which way?
Yeah, motherfucker's an asshole. He doesn't know where he's going. Like, beat his ass for no reason.
What the fuck you doing? Keep walking.
3.
I said keep walking.
Where was the operating room?
I ain't got time for this.
Where? Top floor.
Oh my god. I think... Do I not get a choice in this version? I could have sworn I had an option to do this.
Yes, sir. Find that smuggler and shoot him on sight. Son of a bitch! Son of a bitch!
We're gonna focus, so don't mind me if I start being quiet. Damn, that brick would have helped.
Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah. Think you're right. Be careful, Tony.
Check in. Fucker is hunting us!
Shit! I had terrible aim.
I got visuals on the smuggler.
Oh man, I thought I had time. Let's upgrade you real quick. Okay. Where are you? Here's one.
Keep looking!
I don't like that.
Is that guy gonna survive a shotgun like that?
got any surprises for me?
What do you think?
Shut up! Shut up! Can't you tell I'm trying to be quiet? Dude, this section is sick. It's so much fun.
Don't you fucking hear?
Yeah, I did. I definitely heard something. You find anything?
Nobody behind me, right? Okay.
Go look down there.
Nothing. You see anything?
I don't like that guy's pointing his flashlight directly at me this whole time.
Fuck!
Is he over there? He's gone. Let's keep searching.
Dude, that's a lot of people. Oh man, nailed it!
Flank this asshole!
You even know where I am?
I got him!
Okay, so that guy gave up, and so did this guy, I guess.
God damn it!
Come on, come on! Oh, bitch! Bye! Oh, no, 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 we're good, we're good, we're gonna chill. We're gonna chill for a little bit. I can save, I only have 22 bullets, so let's save this.
I got you.
Yeah. What the hell was that?
I like this little spot. It's my favorite. The amount of times they just give up on me when I go over here. Oh. No, nobody over here at all. Nobody. Just look the other way. It's fine. You don't see the gun around the corner here. It's impossible. Impossible. Come on. Come here. Bada bum bum bum. Another one bites the dust. Okay, okay, it's time to take him out. I love when they're like, "Where did he go?" Like immediately just hide around the corner. Alright, so all the ones in this area, immediate area, have kind of gone away.
Over there? He's gone.
So I can kind of move in a little bit here. Damn it. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4.
Is he over there? He's not here.
Come on. Come on. Peek around that corner. I know you will. Smart cookie.
Shit.
My dude just came in here and killed everybody. I mean, technically I was the one that pulled the trigger on all this, but doesn't change the fact that, like, Joel, knowing that he could save humanity. He's not willing to lose another daughter in order to save humanity. It's pretty crazy if you think about it. I mean, I like that the game explores something like that, like the greater good kind of ideation or whatever.
Down this way. Stay alert.
Oh shit!
Pay for that.
Shit. Okay.
Hey, don't let him get away. I got you now, asshole.
I wasn't hiding. I was literally shooting at y'all. Alright. Ammo? Yes, don't mind if I do. Yeah. Yeah. Do. I'm coming, Ellie. Yeehaw.
Down there. Did you hear what I...
I can't even see with this flashlight on like that. I think they maybe saw me because of my flashlight. I forgot that they could see that. Alright. Let's get some things here. I think I can make... Oh, maybe not. I don't have enough still. Just a one-man killing machine over here. Oh, somebody's left alive in there apparently. I should shut the generator off.
It's 5:30 p.m. on April 28th. I just finished speaking, more like yelling at our head surgeon. Apparently there's no way to extricate the parasite without eliminating the host. Fancy way of saying we gotta kill the fucking kid. And now they're asking for my go-ahead. The tests just keep getting harder and harder, don't they? I'm so tired. I'm exhausted. And I just want this to end. So be it.
So be it. A child's life. So be it. I mean, again, it's a debate of greater good type of situation, but I mean, if it's only from Joel's perspective, he has had nothing but bad experiences with the general public. The raiders, the cannibals, etc. It's like there's just even Joel to a certain degree hasn't been exactly the best person. It's like, is humanity worth saving in this situation? It's that kind of... I think that's also a question to be asked. Also, like, even if you... I think it was the... oh gosh, what was it? Game Theory? Game Theory did well, they did a couple things. One, they debated that March 15th we finally call City Tall Board. In a couple days we'll be back to the other... Okay, there's people here, so I can't read this right now. I'll come back to it if I can remember. Um, but the game theory was saying that it was either game theory or because science or something like that. I don't get through where.
Bitch! He's in here, right there! Don't let him get to the kid!
But either game theory or because science posed the question, what if you're wrong? What if it? Because you don't know that it would work, and I guess that's the other question. Is are you willing to end a person's life for a maybe? Shouldn't tests be ran just to be sure? Or...
I got visuals on the smoke!
It shouldn't just be a quick, okay, looks like we got to do it. I think The Last of Us 2 also explores that a little bit more, but I won't, on the off chance that I decide to stream that as well, on a replay through, I will save that. Oh, the game fucked up there. All right, I can do this too. It's up there, the hordes of infected. You think a shotgun scares me?
Keep him down!
I still through the first half of this, so I'm not gonna do it again. Ooh! Ouch! Hold on. Heal. I mean, this is pretty brutal, though. I mean, to be fair, there's nothing in this game that has implied that the Fireflies are a good, group either. So that's another thing. It's beyond just the moral questions. It's also the questions of, should this group be making that decision in the first place? Because after experiencing a cannibalistic group and just general raiders who are killing people just to take supplies and all, basically people surviving in the worst possible scenarios. First of all, will a cure even fix all that? But second of all, are the Fireflies any better than any of those groups we've come across? I mean, it's implied that they are, but they're also quote unquote a terrorist organization via compared in Fedra's point of view. The peace holders and Fedra's Fireflies are technically a rebellious organization. I don't know, there's a lot of questions, and it poses a lot of questions on if this is moral or not, and I like that. I like that idea. Gets the brain flowing. But to Marlene's perspective and all of theirs, I understand the opposite.
Sweet Jesus.
Doctor? What are you doing in here? I won't let you take her. This is our future. Think of all the lives we'll save.
That wasn't necessary.
Animal! Carrie, shut the hell up.
He didn't really have to kill him. He could have thrown the X-Acto knife away and then left. Technically, if he didn't kill that doctor, he would have avoided all problems in The Last of Us 2. I guess spoiler alert, but still. But we gotta save Ellie.
Just want the girl. Shit. Over here.
I'm getting you out of here, girl.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, we're getting her out of here.
I got you.
Cover the exits.
I got you.
Also, we later learned that hospitals are like the worst place to be for just post-infection.
Nowhere to go. Go around to the other side.
We're okay.
It makes sense that they won't shoot at him. I'll shut up now. This is an emotional part.
Now. I got him in my sight.
I said get back!
Hey, stop!
You can't save her. Even if you get her out of here, then what? How long before she's torn to pieces by a pack of clickers? That is, if she hasn't been raped and murdered first.
It ain't for you to decide.
It's what she'd want. And you know it. Look. You can still do the right thing here. She
Right
won't
thing
feel
by
it.
whose perspective?
What the hell am I wearing?
Just take it easy. Drugs are still wearing off.
That's also not fair to resuscitate somebody from drowning just to kill them anyway. Like, she wasn't consensual to that. They were just going to kill her.
Turns out there's a whole lot more like you, Ellie. People that are immune. There's dozens, actually. Ain't done them a damn bit of good, neither. They've stopped looking for a cure. I'm taking us home. I'm sorry.
Wait! Let me go. Please.
You just come after her.
God He is brutal. Joel is brutal. I think the right thing in Joel and the Firefly's defense, I feel like the right move there would have been to wait till she wakes up to make sure it's something she wants to do, because she would lose her life for a maybe. Yeah, it just plays Ellie.
Straight shot through here.
All right.
It's actually kind of pretty, ain't it?
Yeah.
All right. Now watch your head going through.
Here. I got it.
Like, hey, just FYI, there's no guarantee that this vaccine will work.
I don't think I
Fungal.
ever told you, but Sarah and I used to take hikes like this. I think the two of you would have been good friends. I think you really would have liked her. I know she'd have liked you.
I bet I would have.
She thought she meant something to the world now. That was kind of stolen from her. But now she's alive. And I'm glad she is.
Put down there. Just a little bit further now.
It's weird. It's cool seeing it from the other perspective.
Give me your hand.
I forgot that there was more after this. In my brain it ended at the hospital scene. Gosh, it's been too long, dude.
Hey, wait. Back in Boston? Back when I was bitten? I wasn't alone. My best friend was there. And she got bit too. We didn't know what to do. So... she says... let's just wait it out. You know, we can be all poetic and just lose our minds together. I'm still waiting for my turn.
Ellie.
Her name was Riley, and she was the first to die. And then it was Tess. And then Sam.
None of that is on you.
Oh, you don't understand.
I struggled for a long time with surviving. And you... no matter what, you keep finding something to fight for. Now, I know that's not what you want to hear right now.
Swear to me. Swear to me that everything that you said about the Fireflies is true.
I swear.
Okay?
Beautiful. There's a really cool quote in the most recent episode of The Last of Us, the TV show that's that she was like, I can't remember the build up to the quote, unfortunately. It was something Riley had said to Ellie. Spoilers. And then Ellie responded with some along the lines of, I can make a difference in the world, and then Ellie responded with, "You were my world first," and I can't help but like think of that when it comes to Joel's rationale for saving Ellie, and I think that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Ellie is a daughter to Joel now. They're not like blood relatives, obviously, and she doesn't have family. She's an orphan, and he lost his daughter. So they've found each other, and they have found family with each other. So it makes sense that, he doesn't want to lose the only thing he really has. Because if he dies if she died there, he would have had to live with the fact that he went through all of that to see Tess die, somebody he's been with for a long time. Sarah died, and then the person that he has fought for months to get her all the way to Colorado to make sure she was alive and safe, to get her there to be a cure for the world, and then they tell her they're going to have to take her life without her knowledge, mind you. It hits Joel in all of those emotional blocks that he has, He's got all those walls and emotional blocks. He finally opened them up. We kind of see there at the end with the giraffes and stuff that he finally has like a moment of like talking about Sarah. He doesn't mind talking about Tess. Doesn't mind talking about Henry and Sam. These things are no longer blocks for him because he has family in Ellie. So when they tell him, "Hey, we're going to take away the one thing that got you to open up after 20 years, he loses his shit. And rationally so. There's a lot of... I've already brought up all the ifs, and buts about whether or not she was the cure, and plenty of people have done theory videos and stuff. I mean, the biggest takeaways is fungus... As a whole, fungal infections do not really have cures. You do have antibiotics and antifungals and stuff that can fight an infection. In fact, like tuberculosis and stuff like that, those are all technically fungal infections of a different kind. And you can, hopefully I'm not talking in my ass and I'm misremembering, but there are antibiotics and stuff that you can come up with fungal infections. The bigger question is really, is it worth it? Like, does it serve a purpose to come up with is there really going to be a vaccine for a fungus, like the first vaccine ever made for a fungal infection? Like, she may be immune, but and it makes sense that, hey, she's immune. Maybe we can use her genetic code to somehow invent either an antifungal or a cure or something. But I think maybe the world at this stage in this game is too far gone for that. Does that make sense? After everything we saw and we've done and been through with this story, is it really worth saving? That's the other moral question. But I've already mentioned all that. I mean, let me know y'all's thoughts. I mean, that's what comment sections for YouTube and Twitch comments are all, live chats and all that stuff is for. Because I don't know. I'm not a scientist or anything when it comes to greater good and all that stuff. I can see both sides. This isn't as simple as like a black and white, those trolley things where there's 3 people on the left and 1 on the right. These faceless individuals. But there's also those those kind of quizzes online where they add a little bit of more information on one of them. Like, hey, 2 of these is pregnant with a child, but one of them is a mass murderer. It's like, do we save the mass murderer for the sake of the 2 people who are pregnant, or do we save the guy on the other side? It's that kind of morality questions that are kind of gray. And I think that's what Ellie's situation is, kind of a gray area. Personally, I don't know which one is the right choice. I'm just kind of spitballing ideas. Like I said, I like the idea that it gets your brain moving a little bit. It's fun. It's fun to think about. It's a fun game. It is a very uplifting game, if you can't tell. The show is quite uplifting. It's funny when people are on like Twitter and stuff. Every episode is heartbreaking, of course. If it's not heartbreaking, it's sad and hard to get through. And I'm sure this upcoming episode is probably going to be the cannibals. So, I mean, I'm sure that's going to be another episode of Uplifting Television. But the show is so amazing that I really wanted to get back into this world because it's been so long since I played these games, as I mentioned throughout this fucking playthrough. So I really just wanted to touch base back with The Last of Us. I wanted to get back in that world and kind of see the differences to the show to the game. And honestly, the entire time I was playing this game, while I did notice like, oh, that's a little bit different from the show, it doesn't hurt the show at all. Like, that's a testament to how well they've gotten the show down, how exceedingly perfect of an adaptation it is, while not killing the source material. So vice versa, like both of them are equally and on par, extremely very good content. And I think that's because The Last of Us tells a very compelling story. To tell it any other way would have the show would have been garbage if they told it in any other way, I think. So they had to tell this story, because now it's a story that everybody gets to experience if they've never played the game, or they just even aren't gamers. Maybe they don't play video games at all. Yeah, they exist. So I'm just spitballing, but yes, this is the PS5 version. I think my final thoughts on the PS5 version, absolutely worth the money. I think if you want to wait until it's cheaper, I support that 100%. I nearly did it, and the show convinced me otherwise. I like I said earlier this episode, the show not only wanted me to get back into this. Oh, it's sad. The show not only wanted me to replay the game and kind of get back into the world, but also I've been wanting to play the PS5 version. I could have played the remastered version. I have it on the PS5. You know, it's free for PlayStation Plus members on the PS5, maybe on the PS4 as well. And I could have played that instead, but I've been wanting this PS5 version for a while after seeing some of the side-by-sides and stuff, and it's just a game that I love, so I don't mind coughing up a little bit more change. Granted, $60-$70 is a lot to ask for a game that's been out since, 2003, 2013, something like that? 2013. It's a lot to ask for a game that is that old. But I'm glad I did. I'm glad I got to play through it. I think, like I said, graphically amazing. That's a no-brainer. Just by looking at it, you can kind of tell how much graphics have improved. Not just graphics alone, not even just like character models and designs, but like textures and lighting and reflections and all of that stuff just makes it feel so much more of a lived-in real world. And all of those other grand expletives. The things that I feel like I noticed the most, though, outside of the graphics, was the upgraded animations, the facial movements and the way they portrayed like emotion when they talked. Even when they weren't in a cutscene, you could see them actually smiling or sad or getting choked up in the case of like the Sarah picture and stuff, or getting mad. You could see those kind of inflections in the voice as well occurring on the facial expression. So it gave the voice actors, who were phenomenal and were on the original versions, gave them more of a picturesque role, I should say. I don't really know. Maybe it gave them an avatar to make those actors stand out even more. And the characters as well. But also they improved things like the AI system. I know that they kind of brought over the Last of Us engine into the Last of Us 2 engine into the first game, into this version. So like shooting a character in the leg, they respond to you shooting them in the leg or wherever you are shooting them. That's why when I shot them in the leg, they didn't die as easily as if I shot them in the head. Clearly the gore has been upgraded, if you couldn't tell by how gory this game is. But other things like how the clickers move, how smart the AI is compared to the original PS3 version. just as a whole, just the NPCs act better and differently. They feel, again, more real, more lived in. It all just works very cohesively, which is why, you know, sound's been improved. Everything has been basically ground up improved for this game. And yes, you are playing the original game, but it is very clearly I would probably put this on par with like Demon Souls, like that Demon Souls remake they did. There's another game that they did. I can't remember what it was. Maybe Shadow of Colossus or something like that. I would probably put it on par with those, where yes, you're getting the same experience as the same game, but it's improved in every, like, it's almost ground up kind of remake sort of thing. It's not even a reboot. I guess technically a remaster remake. Somewhere in those kind of, I don't know, definitions. But I don't know, I'm just talking on my ass. I mean, it's I do plan on playing the DLC, but I'll probably do that at a later date. Probably maybe tomorrow or the next day or something like that. I'll probably get the DLC out of the way, since we are watching that on the show as well. And I'm after playing this, I really do want to play The Last of Us 2. Like, I intensely want to play The Last of Us 2, so I'll probably end up streaming that one as well. So you can kind of look forward to that. In other channel news, I do plan on doing Resident Evil 4. The Resident Evil kind of playthrough that we were doing, because I did, 7, 8, 1, 2, and 3, and then we kind of put a hold on 4, because 4 was making me extremely sick to my stomach. Like, it gave me motion sickness. And the last time I felt that sick to my stomach was actually like in VR or something like that. Like, playing those VR games really makes me motion sick. So I've basically decided I'm going to wait until the remake comes out for Resident Evil 4, and then we'll kind of go from 4 to 5, 6, 7, etc. I will probably restream Biohazard and Village, and then we'll do the Village DLC at some point. The Village, I believe, is already up on my YouTube, if I put it up there yet. But yeah, so there you go. Ellie, Ashley Johnson, Troy Baker, amazing. All of those cast members, absolutely amazing job. If there was an Oscar for voice actors, they'd be getting them, because it's outstanding. I mean, I don't really have to say that. Everyone knows this by this point, right? Troy Baker's in like every game at this point. He's like the new Nolan North. But yeah, I don't really have much else to say to you guys. I kind of want to wait till we get to the menu to see if there's any additions, or if there is a New Game Plus. It'd be kind of cool to play through a New Game Plus with all those weapons. I feel like I could blast through it, just try to speed run the game. Like, honestly, I think, excuse me, whoa, voice crack. I think speed running it, I could just not fight the enemies, right? Like, there's a lot of sections in the game that I think I'm forced to fight them. But I'm pretty sure there's a lot of sections of the game where I could have just ran through it. Oh, another thing I'd like to note is I feel like this game, I just had it on normal difficulty, by the way. I didn't have it on hard or extra difficult or anything like that. I think maybe it's harder than I remember the game being. Especially some of the stealth. I feel like the stealth is more sensitive than I remember it being. That could be The Last of Us 2's stealth mechanics, but like The Last of Us 2, I love the stealth mechanics in that. I think they excel where a lot of games don't. But for some reason, this game felt like it was slightly more difficult, even though it was on only normal mode. And I'm a Dark Souls player. I think also it doesn't help that I don't have a dodge button. Like, I was dying for a dodge button at any point. It also didn't help that I was just running in and shooting in rather than stealthing in most sections. But yeah, man, I don't really know what else to say. It's a glorious game. Everybody knows that by now. It's not a big fucking surprise. I assume everybody likes this game. I don't know many people that dislike this game. I guess if you're not a big survival horror fan or that kind of thing, maybe it's not for you. Maybe you just don't like the gameplay style. That could happen too, but um, this game's phenomenal. I will say that I think the one thing hurting this game is it is more story based. So it helped that it's been a long time since I played this, so that even though I knew like the main story beats, there was still some refreshing stuff going into it. Especially since it's PS5, my brain is automatically like PS4 kind of remastered version. So I was pleasantly surprised that I had forgotten a lot of those segments. I had forgotten the whole segment with uh, David when we're fighting all the infected. I remember the part with David and the cannibals and all that stuff. It was mainly I forgot that we fought with David at some point. Um, but there was a lot of little moments like that I was like, oh shit, I completely forgot about this. I forgot where the jump scares were. I forgot what weapons the game gave me. Some of those could have been new segments too, for all I remember. I don't. I will say that even though I was so invested in this story that the game actually felt a little bit short. I think we're about, if I had to guess, we're about 10 and a half, 11 hours in. So that might make it about a 12-hour game. Just like on a casual kind of playthrough like mine. Which is pretty short, honestly, for most video games. Most video game standards at this point is like 20 hours plus. I think Last of Us 2 is 20 hours plus. It feels like a long game. And this one didn't feel long at all. I felt like I blazed through this. I think it also helps that, like, in between playing this game, I'm also watching the show. So, it's kind of like, oh, okay, well, I'm just in the Last of Us universe at this point. I really like it, though. I have the comic book that they did for the Left Behind DLC. I have the art books. I got the deluxe version of Last of Us 2 when it came out. I have Ellie playing guitar. I'm also a guitarist, so, Ellie playing guitar. I have a statue of a person playing guitar, and two, it's also The Last of Us. So I can plead the fifth if somebody's not a gamer. You know how it is. Yeah, it's for my little brother. I don't even have a little brother. But it's classic music. But I have the soundtracks on vinyl. I mean, I'm not to prove that I'm a big fan, but just to kind of say that I am. I mean, this game, I love it a lot. It's one of the best, despite the fact that I haven't played it in a long time. Again, story-driven game. The only thing I could see that might be enjoyable is like if there is like a new game plus mode or like a mercenaries mode kind of thing. That'd be kind of cool. Where I know that they have it so I can just play certain encounters. So that's kind of cool. That adds to some of the replayability. But really, it's just, if you're not getting the full story, I feel like you're kind of missing out on the game. And since it is such a heavily story-driven game, it's not one of those games that I would say Alright, just goes to the main. Okay, you unlock New Game Plus and Speedrun mode. They can be activated when starting a new game. Okay, so I didn't even know there was a. I wonder if Speedrun mode just allows me to skip the cutscenes a little faster, or just auto skips it. Let's see what I got. I said I got character skins and stuff. What kind of skins did we unlock? Ellie, Joel. Okay, so a red or a blue vest. That is not really your look. Okay, this isn't exactly what I thought it would be, to be honest with you. Oh, that's pretty cool. um, Ellie have anything more interesting? Or with the Jack and Daxter jacket, that's kind of cool. Oh, it was like Kill Bill uniform? Or Bruce Lee, I guess. Which I guess maybe Kill Bill's based off of that. This looks like maybe the Last of Seattle wear. Yeah, Last of Us 2. That's her outfit in that one. Days Gone, Astro Boy, Naughty Dog shirt. That's cool. So her outfits are mostly the same. Shadow of the Colossus, that's cool. Oh, did Blue Point have anything to do with this? I wonder. Oh no, it's PlayStation owned, right? So that's why we're seeing all these random PlayStation games. Sly Cooper, God of War, that's kind of cool. What are your backpack? She's got a little cat. Isn't that like that keyboard cat? Not the like YouTube video. It's an actual keyboard that it's like its mouth is the keys. Punk. Oh, she would absolutely be a punk music fan. Ooh, stylized. All right. Wait, what? Did she have more here that I missed? There we go. Okay. It's not bad. It's fine. Change the game. Filter? What's graphic? How do we even know what this is? Headache mode? Oh, I see. Okay, I barely even noticed that. That's kind of interesting. Afterlife, it turns them into zombies. 8-bit? That's pretty cool. I like that. Watercolor, dungeon, void. Oh man, that might be kind of scary. Oh, maybe we try that. Dither punk. Cool, warm, vibrant. Noir, black and white. Oh man, I didn't even think about playing this game in black and white. Maybe I'll go through it again and try some of these filters or something. It probably wouldn't be on YouTube. I'll probably just do it as a kind of a one-off thing. Horizontally flip the world rendering. Oh, mirrors it every time you die. Interesting. Bullet speed mode. Infinite ammo, infinite crafting. Infinite melee, infinite listen. Oh man, these would be fun too. Yeah, we should go through the game again. Maybe I'll stream it. We'll like turn on the cheat modes, and I'll pick one of those random explosive. We'll choose like one of these and see if we can't, how fast we can get through with all that 8-bit audio. That'd be kind of cool. Helium. What's behind the scenes stuff? Oh, some podcast stuff. It's kind of cool. Watch that on your own time. I might watch it. Filter, skins, model viewer. We unlock some more models, I think. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, we don't even get this in the game, though. This is like a show-only concept. Like, there's concept art of this. Supposedly it was like cut from the game. I can't remember the name of the YouTuber, but he did a video where he talked about it. Like, there was like a whole concept of them meeting at a campfire, and then they incorporated it in the show. Marlene. I forgot she came back, to be honest with you. Jerry. Robert. David. Runner during winter. Interesting that they have coats on. Oh, look at the spores. Oh, it's wild looking. I like to get the models. I don't use up all my points before we unlock stuff. Some dogs, some rabbits. I can kind of see these without seeing them. Just generic female. Civilian male. Giraffe. QZ civilian. Outbreak day 1 attack. Fireflies. Cannibal and chair. Marauder. Interesting stuff, man. Well, I think that's gonna do it. I think I've just about beat this story to death at this point, much like Joel did the other stuff. So anyway, Left Behind DLC, we'll probably come back and do that. So this is tentatively the last episode of The Last of Us as far as the main story is concerned. I might come back and, like I said, I might do some of those like funky kind of game modes. It might be fun to do some of the like cheat code modes, so to speak. Especially since this doesn't have an online, it's really just all a single player experience, which is kind of fun. I don't remember her knife being there before. Was that new? Anyway, thank you so much for checking out the channel. If you enjoyed, I mean, you know what to do at this point. Buttermilk Boulevard is my music podcast. Gentle Metalhead YouTube is where I have my backlog of all my Twitch streams. You can go check out my Elden Ring playthrough. There's about 38 of those videos, or somewhere around there. But thanks, guys, and until next time, peace out and rock on.